Hello everyone, long time no see. So I found this at a local game store over in North Carolina, and I think it's really cool. It was not that expensive. It was $15, which I feel like is a pretty good deal for the condition that it's in. Yeah, I just thought it was really cool. I'm not a huge Gen 4 fan, but I thought that I would go through it with you guys to see what's inside. I've skimmed through it a little bit, but haven't fully looked through it, you know? I'm hoping for a lot of cool art. There's a lot of key art here. Yeah, a lot of key art for Pokemon. Pokedex. Looks like a DS in this game. I'm a Pokemon trainer, that's crazy. Oh, so this actually gives you goals to do. That's interesting for a Pokemon game. Usually I would set my own goal. The default goal is to beat the Pokemon League, obviously. Goal 2 is to find all the Pokemon. Interesting. Table of contents. This is interesting, the region map. It lays out all of the areas with the graphics. You can see how the Sinnoh region design is. That's crazy. It's kind of interesting how much of the region is just blank. And how much of it, there's this region up here that's just not used. I think this might have been used in the post game, if I remember correctly. I never played the post game of Diamond and Pearl because it's not good. This is the official strategy guide for Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl. Okay. Establish Section 1 Introduction. So I guess this is teaching you about just the basics. Ooh, every Pokeball, that's cool. This is the kind of shit I'm in for, these screenshots. That's so interesting. I wonder how they got those back in the day. They're probably through some development kit wizardry. There's a Gloom there. How do you get a Gloom in Diamond and Pearl? Pokemon moves make a difference. Bond with your Pokemon. How to make Pokemon learn moves as if it isn't extremely explanatory. You make me feel like a natural Pokemon. What do you mean? What? That's such a weird phrasing. Techniques to win. Back when there were 17 types instead of 18. It's telling you about type effectiveness, status conditions, blah blah blah. Wait, what does it say about stats? Stats affect effectiveness of moves. That's so true. Let's see. First the Seeker, the Pokedex, basic functions. A bunch of Pokédex screenshots, that's pretty cool. I'm into that. I'm into the Pokédex. First 3 Pokemon. Talking about your starter. How to raise your starter. The Sinnoh Adventure Strategy Guide. Sinnoh Adventure. Look at these screenshots. They're not in the DS aspect ratio. They're full screenshots, which is interesting because this is rendered in 3D, so they couldn't just patch different parts of the world together. They had to get it rendered. Bunch of screenshots. This is just a step-by-step guide, I guess, for if you're really stupid or something. Differences between Diamond and Pearl, that's cool. Opening graphics, species of wild Pokemon. Letters on the Pokemon statue in Eterna City. Yeah, because it's supposed to be both Palkia and Dialga. Pokemon that appear as Sphere Pillar. Just spoiling the game, you know. I just really love these screenshots of the whole area. I think that's really cool. Jubilife City. Orbit Gates. Orbit City. Berg. Route 204. Fuego Ironworks, we're already there. Guess I skipped ahead. Eterna Forest and the Great Chateau. Old Chateau. What is it called? I don't know. Let's see. Let's go through Sinnoh Adventure a little bit. Lost Tower. Shop till you drop. That's cool art of Giraffe, right? I like that. That looks older than the rest of the art. This looks like gold and silver key art, and these look like diamond and pearl key art. This is interesting. Catch Pokemon in the Great Marsh. No thank you, I hate the Great Marsh. You're generous benefactors. People who will give you stuff. That's good. So this just tells you how to get all the stuff that people will give you. That's cool. I don't think that's it for the entire game though. Celestic 10. Daily life in Sin. Canlave City. Iron Island. Lake Valor. Pokemon Trader Catalog, that's cool. All those sprites for the guys. For the enemy trainers. That's pretty epic actually. Snowflake City. It's kind of interesting how it's like a linear guide, but there's also like weird shit peppered in between. It's interesting format for a guidebook. Victory Road. Pokemon League, okay, I'm interested in this. So it does tell you like what they have. This is also gold and silver key art. This is one of this too. It does tell you what they have, but it doesn't seem to tell you what their moves are. Which is, in Diamond and Pearl, pretty important because they tend to have like moves that will fuck you over type advantage-wise. Like I think Cynthia's Garchomp has like some grass move or something. Upgrade to National Dex after you beat the game. Pokedex. Oh, this just has all the Pokemon. That's cool. Contests. Nobody cares. Nobody did this. Wireless function. Oh yeah, here we go, dude. Here we go. This is where it's all at. Fearsome Foursome. What? Oh, okay. Different kinds of battles. Records. I'm jealous of people who are around for Diamond and Pearl to do this shit. I started playing Pokemon in like the black and white era, and I did not know how to connect to Wi-Fi, so I didn't do any of that stuff. I actually started playing, my first game was Crystal, but it was like around the Diamond and Pearl era, but I just never actually had Diamond and Pearl. Fossil Dig. Capture the flags. Wi-Fi communication. Charts and info. This is okay. Well, this is just like if you're a nerd, I guess, or like before you had like Smogon, you would just look at this. But I don't know how on earth you would find what you're looking for. Additional effects. Pokemon natures and characteristics. Oh boy. This is like too much info. Oh god, what happened here? Some kid uked on the page, man. Is that the only page like that? Yeah. Oh, thank god. Well. Oh look, there was a poster here, so we can look at that. Sinnoh Pokedex Complete Record Guide. So yeah. That's the whole thing. I just think it's interesting seeing these pieces of history. Because like this is something that is completely obsolete today. Because all this information is on fucking Bulbapedia. It's on Smogon. You know, you don't need this anymore. But it's just like interesting seeing all this art, all this key art. Like this is all art that we've seen a million times, but seeing it in this context is very interesting. And it makes me miss physical media like this. Because like for Scarlet and Violet, everything that I needed to learn to complete the Pokedex was on the internet. You know? I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Goodbye.